Hey man, this is the coach.
And I'm the Beacon, and this is the Point Blank Perspectives Podcast.
Hey Beacon man, how was your weekend?
Not as good as yours, I'm sure.
Yeah, man, I must say that my weekend was great, man.
No, wait. Do you want to tell the people why your weekend was so great?
Hell yeah! What do you mean? What the hell? My weekend was great because this Friday that just passed, me and my wife we celebrated 16 years of marriage.
Now, y'all already know we got to clap that up.
And me and her, it was me, her, and we had my wingman with us. Yeah, but we took the young fella and we all went down. We went down Ocean City just for the day.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, we went down there for the day, and it was we knew well. Let me start off by saying this. Friday,
Mm-hmm.
that was actually our wedding anniversary.
Okay.
That was on the 26th.
Okay.
So when this finally come up, me and my wife already been on the 26th, just so you know. So I never had a massage.
That's crazy.
I've never had a massage.
Now, when you say you've never had a massage, are you saying you've never had like a professional massage, or you've never had a massage, period?
A massage, period.
Yo, that's crazy.
And massage, you go to the massage.
No, I know what you're saying, but you know how sometimes like somebody just might be like, "Oh, let me rub your back or let me rub your shoulders or something like that."
No, man, that ain't no massage, man. That's just the beginning of get ready to have sex. No, man, no. We ain't gonna do that part. We ain't gonna do that. No, we ain't gonna do that. No, we ain't doing that. No, we ain't doing that.
Bro.
That's just foreplay. No. I say the massage, man. Okay? I've never had a massage. And I never understood when my wife was like, "Oh yeah, massages are great." And I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." And she treated me to a Turkish massage.
I feel like I've heard of that before, but
A Turkish massage is, well, of course I had my underwear on. Okay.
First of all, wait a minute. We don't care what you had on. Just tell us about the massage, dog.
Okay, my bad.
Hey, what's happening here?
My bad.
What is happening?
My bad. So a Turkish massage is they have the water come down on you, and they rub you and they scrub you down, and it. My wife told me that's the top massage.
So basically, they like prep your body before they give you the massage. That's what you're saying?
No, a Turkish massage where they scrub you real good and listen, man.
Oh, that sounds different. I ain't never had one.
No, they say this is the top.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I got to get me one of those.
Yeah, and let me tell you something. Yeah, you get one of those. Yeah, man. Yeah. Listen, my skin felt soft. So Friday we did the massage. Then we went downtown to some. I don't really want to say it because I'm not going to pronounce the name right. We went to go eat.
Well, don't worry about it. Y'all went somewhere down there.
We went to go eat.
What kind of food was it?
It was like
seafood or
no, like Chinese food or
right.
Chinese,
all right.
something like that. And we did that. And then Saturday we took my wingman, me, the wife and the wingman. We went down to Ocean City, Maryland.
Okay.
And we had a good time. Just all day we sat on the beach.
That's dope, man.
Cause that's what my wingman wanted to do. It's gonna be a lot of crying. Beach. Oh Jesus Christ! So we sat on the beach all day, and so that was what we did for this weekend. How was your weekend?
Like I said, it wasn't as good as yours, but no, it was a good weekend. It's funny because I actually spent most of my weekend on call for my job.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so I normally don't work on weekends, but I'm working on this big project, and there was a possibility that I would have to work throughout the weekend, and that was my expectation. But then it ended up not happening. But
okay,
on Friday, I ended up meeting up with a friend, and we was able to go get some seafood.
Okay,
did the BYOB thing, mind you. I'm on the clock. I'm supposed to be. Well, I shouldn't say I'm on the clock because I'm not technically on the clock, but I'm supposed to be on call so that if something pops off, I can quickly respond.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah.
That's different.
So that's what I'm saying. Like I was working, but I wasn't working. I was just paying attention, making sure But yeah, as I was there, then while like right before I was about to leave, I found out, oh, all right, like you don't got to worry about tonight, but then tomorrow morning be back online.
Okay.
So then Saturday, I jumped back online. I'm on there for a couple of hours, and then I finally got the confirmation, yo, you good? You can enjoy the rest of your day.
Okay.
So I end up picking up my niece because whenever I get free time, I try to spend time with my nieces and nephews when I can because I don't get a lot of time. So I end up picking up my niece. She been raving about wanting to go to Raising Cane. So I took her to Raising Cane's.
Okay.
And then after that, I took her down to
Raising Cane, the one in Vegas or the one on?
Come on, man.
I'm just saying this shit.
I was in Philadelphia,
Okay.
and the way my money's set up, we went to the one in Philadelphia.
Okay,
I don't know
got
what kind
you.
of Shannon Sharp stuff you think I got going on. I can just call my jet. Nah, it ain't like that.
Just asking. Just asking.
Don't ask questions like that.
I'm sorry. My bad. My bad. All right, no problem.
Nah, but I ended up taking her down. If you've never been, you should go. It's real nice. The walk path down by the school kill across. All right. So if you on 76 in Philly, when you get to like 30th Street, across the street from the highway, it's like a walk path over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we went down there.
Okay.
And did like a nice little walk. Got a chance to talk to her and just catch the weather, hang out, be by the water. I'm gonna tell you this though. I saw the nastiest thing I think I ever seen.
Ooh. Do tell.
So while we was down there, if like you know what the school kill water looked like, right?
Yeah.
Yo, why was it people down there on jet skis?
Was it hot?
It was, but
there you go. That's your answer.
No, but here's the problem. It wasn't hot enough for jet skis, one. Two, the way the jet skis are set up, that water, that school kill water is kicking back.
Hey, listen, man. If it's hot.
Nah, bro. Not for school kill water.
Okay. All right.
Nah.
All right.
Nah. There's no circumstance, dog. If I'm burning, like if I'm on fire, just let me like be on fire. Don't use that school kill water to put me out. Cause I'm gonna come back as like the Hulk or something. Like I'm not gonna be the same when I come back.
Well, I tell you, all right, let's get to this topic, man.
All right, man. But yeah, weekend was good.
That's good. Well, today, you know what? I want to talk about deal breakers.
All right, well, let's talk
in
about it.
In a relationship, either you friends or in a regular relationship.
You mean like romantic? Like either friends or romantic relationships?
Yeah. Because I've been looking on the internet and, we have a lot of women and, again, we're not into slandering nobody. We're just, this is how I even would like to talk about this is, lately a lot of women are talking about, what they will do or not do. And it had me thinking, what will people do? What is a deal breaker for someone?
Right.
And it looks different.
Yeah.
It looks different to everyone. My deal breaker is going to be probably different from your deal breaker because I'm married. And your deal breaker is going to live different from mine because you're single. So certain things I will tolerate in my relationship that you won't tolerate in your relationship.
Yeah, I was about to say, because to what you just said, I agree with you, but it depends on the context of how you meant it. So, like, for example, our deal breakers are going to be different, but I don't think it's necessary. Well, single versus married to me would only matter if we're talking about friendships. And the reason I'm saying that is because, like, let's just say for example, I have a friend that say, yo, man, tonight I want to go to the strip club. And he come to me with that idea. All right, cool. I'm a single man. I ain't got to, check with nobody to see if it's going to be, to see if it's okay. I can just go. That same friend goes to you now and like, yo, man, come on, let's go to the strip club. And his expectation is that you're just going to be able to get up and go. But it's like, you have a wife that, and I'm not saying that.
No, that's the only way I will not to cut you off. The only way I can say that's a deal breaker between me and him is if I already told you my wife don't like that.
Right.
And then you're pursuing and pushing the issue. Now that's a deal breaker for me because I'm like, yo, man, now you like disrespecting me.
Yeah.
So would we sit up there and say a deal breaker is anything you may feel is disrespectful towards you? Would that be a good thing we're saying? Would that be if I feel like you're disrespecting me? That's a deal breaker.
I was gonna say, yeah, disrespect definitely, but also just if it's something that I've told you I'm not willing to
Right.
participate in.
I'm with you on
Or
that.
I'm not willing to accept. If I've told you that, because the action may not even be disrespectful. It just may be that I've told you that this is something that I'm not into, and for whatever reason, you keep trying to push the issue.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's not always necessarily about disrespect. I guess in some aspects it is disrespect, because if I'm telling you I don't like it and you keep pushing, that's disrespectful.
Right. Because, again, not to cut you off, because as
two sound.
I apologize.
Go ahead.
As a friend, like you just said, when it comes to friendship, it don't matter if you married or single, male or female. If we friends, you somewhat know my deal breakers.
Right.
Not unless something new pops up.
Right.
And it also depends on how long we've been friends.
Right.
Because if me and you just become friends, you don't know. So in a friendship, a deal breaker would be that line you do not cross.
Right.
That would be considered a deal breaker. And as far as friendship, look, matter of fact, I'm gonna be true with you. That could be in a relationship and in a friendship.
Yeah.
It's a deal breaker. Don't cross that line. That's your deal breaker. Yeah, we can say that. We could do that.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah. Oh, I agree.
Yeah. So as far as your friendships, I believe the deal breaker comes up if you're new in that friendship. But if we've been friends for over 5 years, we know, especially men, we know certain lines we just not going to cross.
Yes and no.
Whoa.
And the only reason why I'm saying
Whoa, player. Go ahead. I'm listening to you.
The only reason why I'm saying that is because people change. So ideally, yes,
Okay.
You're right. Like for the most part, at the core, I should know what lines I can cross, what lines I can't cross. But over time, people change. So depending on how you've changed and what that thing is, something that may not have bothered you as much 5 years ago, 10 years ago, may now bother you.
Okay.
And I'm telling you that as a single man, and I think it also applies to a married man. Or just friendships in general. Like whether you're married or single, I think that happens because in life, you evolve.
Yeah, that's true. Because a lot of times when we're friends, especially when you've been friends with someone for so long, say you've been friends 10 years. Well, you've been friends since you've been small.
Right.
And it's 20, 30 years. One of y'all decide to get married. You don't know what that married man, your married friend looks like until he's in that relationship.
Exactly.
And then that's when a new set of deal breakers may come up.
Exactly. And he might not even need to get married. It might just be him being in a relationship.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
right.
Because I've seen people they one way when they single, and all of a sudden forget marriage, they just get a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it's like, yo, who is this dude? Like,
right.
Who is this?
Yo, man, we can't talk about this. I was like, what?
Like, wait a minute, who is this person?
Right. Yeah,
they don't even talk. Like I done seen people not even talk the same.
Oh, jeez.
Like they get completely different. Like,
yeah.
Who is this person?
That's true. That is true. And you be like, dang, we was just bulls.
Right.
It did. One of my buddies said, yo, man, listen, when my girl come around, man, you can't talk about this. You know, and I'm like, well, wait a minute. It ain't like we talking anything.
Right.
But no, just I don't, you know. And then when he was talking to me, it seemed like the temperature, it wasn't right. And I was just like, I mean, we still friends.
Right.
But I was just like, all right, so now I was married before him.
Right.
And I'm saying to myself, okay, that's what he looks like married. So I knew that for me, the deal breaker, that line you don't cross, it shifted on me.
Right.
And I was like,
see, and that's what I was talking about.
And the only thing I can say, because we're friends, is I respect that. You know what I mean? I'm going to respect that. If you shift the line on me and this line moves, as they say, the goalpost move, but that line moves on me, I'm not upset about you when you do that. But if you do that to me and I don't see you do that to nobody else and you're not consistent with that, now I got a problem. And now that's where we have a conversation.
Right.
Like, dag, man, what's going on? You know, because It may be something that was said, or we might have done something, and you trying to keep it close.
Yeah.
But it's like, Dad, you was single when you.
Right, right.
What you trying to impress right now? You single when that went down? No, man, we can't talk about that. All right, man, yeah, you right. All right. We ain't gonna talk about that. You know what I mean?
But you know what's wild about what you're saying? Because what you're saying is, it's funny how that actually works in single versus married, right? Because if the goalpost moves when you're single, you have the option to be like, all right, I'm gonna deal with that. I'm not gonna deal with that and move on. But when you marry and the goalpost moves, how do you deal with that? Because you can't just quickly.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the person that you're saying that you're moving it on. If me and you friends, me and you friends, and I get married, and now I say, yo, this is the line we don't cross over, and you be like, all right, and every time it's something new.
Oh yeah, no, I got that.
You know what I'm saying? It's something new. You be like, and then what you just said come through. Damn, who that?
Yeah.
Yo, who the hell is that?
No, but I'm saying, because I got that part.
Okay.
But I'm saying, you as the person.
Okay.
So not the external.
Are we doing friendship or relationship? We talking
So
about?
that's what I'm getting to.
Okay, go ahead. I apologize. Go ahead.
I'm saying that when you're single, if a deal breaker gets crossed, you can easily remove yourself from that situation, whether you're talking about friendship or relationship.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm saying in relationship, when you or your spouse have a deal breaker that gets crossed, especially if you're married, because if you're married, now y'all are bounded together. So now if a deal breaker gets crossed, you can't easily just remove yourself from that situation. So I'm asking, like, how has that ever come up? And if it did, how did that get managed? Because you couldn't just walk away from the situation.
Okay, so
You get
now,
what I'm saying?
Oh no. Believe me, I understand what you're saying. And that's when people in a relationship go through that. That's where one of my rules come into play. Where I said to you ahead of remember, and if you listen to me, I say this. When me and my wife first started dating, she got a piece of paper and I got a piece of paper. And it was, write down everything you don't like. Those are your deal breakers. These are the things I do not like. So if let's say 5 years in the relationship and you do something. No. You already knew. That's not a deal breaker. That's disrespectful.
So you saying she did something that was on that list, or the person did something that was on that list?
And that's if you put everything down on that list.
Right.
You can't fault someone if I say, yo, tell me everything you don't like, and then you hold stuff back.
Right.
And then I'm doing stuff and you don't like it, but you never say nothing to me.
Right.
That's your fault.
Exactly.
That's not the person that's doing it because they just didn't know.
Right, I agree.
But if let's say me and Angie, we got our piece of paper. Pow, that's your warning shot. So those are the deal breakers that will piss me off. Well, if I cross that line, that's not a deal breaker. That's a disrespect.
Right.
Because we already talked about it.
Right.
But a lot of times in relationships, because there's no communication, you don't know.
Right.
And when you don't have the communication, and I'm talking about in relationship, even in friendship, even in friendship, the relationship, but as men, we know, damn, all right, I ain't gonna disagree. But when we're talking about relationship, a relationship, it's if there's no communication, there will be some lines crossed. Right. Because you just don't know. Right. So what is about it? You're in the dating scene. When do you discuss some of the deal breakers, or do you don't say nothing? You just watch the person. How does that work? Because I've been out the dating scene for a while.
I mean, for me, early on, it's not even really about the dating. It's more so about just having a foundation for yourself of what you're willing to deal with and what you're not willing to deal with. Okay. So initially, because I'm not at a point where I'm like in a relationship or about to be in one, most of the time it's just more so like, are you respectful of my time? Because I don't like people that waste my time. And I don't like people that are disrespectful. I don't like people that can't communicate. So it's just like general things for me. It's not necessarily with that person in particular. It's just across the board. If I'm not seeing certain things, then I remove myself from that situation quickly.
Okay. All right. So I guess my next question would be that we need to really discuss is why is it important to know your deal breakers?
Oh, well, I mean, it's important for you to know your deal breakers because, one, like you said, you can get ahead of it. So when you just mentioned that whole thing with having that list, that's important because
Right.
now you're able to get in front of any miscommunications or any, oh, I didn't know. You can get in front of all of that when you know what your deal breakers are because you tell
Right.
them, look,
Right.
and to be honest with you, and I think I mentioned this on another conversation we had, a lot of people, especially when I be, like I said, them dating apps with them females, they be having their list of deal breakers of what they ain't doing, what you better have, and all that. Like they,
Right,
like that's
right.
how it be. So I mean, we live in a world where honestly, the deal breaker conversation is kind of where you start. Because
Now, again, I haven't been in a in on it.
you ain't been single in a minute.
Yeah, I haven't been
In
single
16
in a minute.
years.
Right.
Probably longer than that.
Yeah, probably. So my question is that one of the things that you would like to know early?
If I'm dating with intention, yes. But I guess even without that, in order for us, like if it's a good vibe, once I know it's a good vibe between us, then I want to know what the deal breakers are.
Okay. Are some of them really that ridiculous? Is some of them really that ridiculous where I can't take you to certain restaurants?
I mean, I've heard about that. That hasn't really been my experience. I haven't come across that personally, but I
Okay.
have seen that.
Okay.
So that it is a real thing.
Okay.
I just haven't come across it in my experiences. But I don't fault anybody for saying what it is that they prefer.
No, I don't either.
Like if you say, "Hey, listen, I only want 5-star dining." All right, cool. Like
Right.
there's nothing wrong with that.
And it's nothing. Go ahead. What you saying? Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like, if you know up front the things that you want out of a relationship or out of your spouse or whatever, and you call that out up front, and that's what you want, regardless of how outlandish or ridiculous it might sound to somebody else, I'm not mad at you for that. I actually appreciate that because at least this way we getting ahead of all the miscommunications or
Right.
any arguments that we might have because you're letting me know from the door. If I want to date you, we basically got to go to a 5-star restaurant every
Right.
night, or maybe I got you expect for somebody to buy you like all of the name brand
Right.
stuff and all that stuff. Listen, if that's what you prefer, best of luck to you, and I'll
And-
get
and-
what you're looking for.
And I even say, I don't knock you. I never knock someone if, like you said, if this is what, we're not just talking about women.
Right.
We're talking about men too.
Right.
I'm not going to knock you if you sit up there and say, well, this is what I'm looking for, boom, 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 to date me.
Right.
Cool, I respect it. I think my problem is how it's presented.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I think I struggle with, dang, you presented it like that?
But see, here's the thing though.
Go ahead.
Is there ever a right way for you to put yourself first? Because even if you say
Yeah,
it,
you're right, because I'm going to pick myself first. You're
but
right.
I'm just saying, even when you say it the right way, it's going to come off as selfish to most people. Not to everybody, but to most people.
Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying.
So it's
right.
like-
So it ain't no really, but you just say it.
Yeah, you just put it out there.
Right, okay, I got you. I got you.
Now, obviously, I'm saying that generally. Like, you don't want
Right.
somebody talking about, I don't want no bumble who can't, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like, you don't want
right.
somebody disrespecting
Right, okay.
when they saying what they want.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, if the person either is not willing to do it or can't do it, just leave it at that and keep it moving. You ain't got to be disrespectful about it.
Okay, and that's probably what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When the disrespect come in.
Yeah, that's unnecessary.
That's why I say maybe I didn't say it right, the way it's presented. I guess I'm not saying it right, but
No, you fine.
when you disrespecting somebody or they may not meet your credentials or your deal breakers or what you're looking for, and you belittle them. That's unfair.
Yeah, that's unnecessary.
That's unnecessary. That is.
Yeah, that's unnecessary.
That's really unnecessary. I believe in now. So if I'm the man and I'm dating a woman, I'm going to let you know this is what I have for the date. This is all the money I have for the date. And if you're willing to do that between the both of us, I'll treat you out, and I'll, you know what I mean? This is what I have.
So wait, are you saying you gonna lay out the dollar amount of what you have?
Yeah. Listen.
No, because all right, go ahead.
Because for me, and see, this is where a lot of people get in trouble. Okay, this let me say this now. A lot of times people get in trouble because, and you have said this before, people know their finances.
Yeah, facts.
Or
they should.
I ain't no shit. You know your finances. So when a person, man or woman, say this is my deal breaker, this is a deal breaker for me. When we're just talking about finances, this is a deal breaker. These are the deal breakers to go out with me. And if something on there is above your financial situation, you should respectfully not even go on that date.
Right.
And it sounds like what the women are saying, but let's be truthful. You know for a fact that you can't.
Right. You can't do
that. But I want to be seen. Dog.
You seen all right. As a clown.
Right. So you know what I mean. But yeah. So.
Yeah, but it's really important for you to know what your deal breakers are and to communicate them.
Yes.
Because again, like I said, when I'm catching a good vibe with somebody and we having a good time, it does get to a point to where you start trying to figure out, okay, what does this person like? What do they not like? And it might not even be necessarily I'm looking to find out what their deal breakers are, but friendship or romantic relationship, whatever it is, it gets to a point where you start to actually be curious about what makes this person tick, or what do I need to make sure that I stay away from saying or doing that's going to trigger you and mess up whatever vibe that we have.
Right.
So that part is true.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, you should know. Well, you will know what your deal breaker looks like if. Wait a minute. Okay, let me say this again. We're asking why is it important to know your deal breaker? Because I believe my perspective is you know what you will tolerate.
Right.
A lot of times we will, if we're trying to get with someone, we will put our deal breakers to the side and tolerate what that person is bringing in our space. And then that person that did that wound up being unhappy.
Yeah.
You're unhappy, and now you're mad at that person that you set your deal breakers to the side to pursue that person. This person didn't even know, but now you mad at that person. That person like that. What I do?
Right.
So you have to know why it is important to know your deal breakers.
Yeah, and that's really important. And it reminded me of another aspect of that, what you just said was because knowing your deal breakers will help you to protect your peace.
Ooh.
Now, I know I've said this before, but it really is a mantra in my life. I protect my peace at all costs. So the second that I see somebody doing something or saying something that I know is going to trigger me or get me upset, I remove myself from that situation. And it don't matter if you're a homie, it don't matter if you're like a romantic interest, it don't matter. Like I just don't put myself in situations where my peace is going to be interrupted. And a lot of the time that can be prevented when you identify up front, these are what my deal breakers are. And if you do any of these things, I'm good.
But see, you're lucky. You people that date, y'all are so lucky. Because when you're in a marriage or relationship and your peace get disturbed, you can't go. Your peace is just broken. And now you're pissed off. I'm fortunate that my wife doesn't do that to me. But we know people every day that's in a relationship. And the man is sitting like, Jesus Christ, I don't even want to go home. Or the woman is saying, oh my God, I don't even want to go home.
Yeah, that's a wild.
It's only one person in my household that destroys my peace sometimes. And it's that little mother freaking 7-year-old that's getting ready to turn 8. He will destroy my. I'm sitting there, Dad, McDonald's. What? Dude, you just got finished eating. McDonald's, Dad. Beach, Dad. What? Come on. So in a marriage or in a relationship, it's not that easy.
Yeah.
It's especially a marriage.
That's what I was asking earlier.
Right.
That was the question I was asking earlier.
Yeah, in a marriage, it's not so easy to guard your peace, especially if a person, man or woman, is trying to get their point across.
Right.
Oh my gosh. The deal breakers are just in your deal in a marriage, your deal breakers will be stepped on, just that line will be just buried if there's an argument.
I was about to say that's like a gift and a curse that they got that list, because once they get upset with you, now they got a whole list of things that they can be like, you know what, I'm gonna poke the bear and do something.
But now listen, okay. That list is also where it's being said. Now you have this list. If you do anything to disrespect me, these are my deal breakers. I now get to say what I want to say to you, and maybe saying other things. But I can react the way I want to react, and you can't be mad.
Right.
But if you love that person, you're gonna try your best not to cross that line when it comes to the deal breakers.
Yeah.
But when it's an argument. And depending on the situation or the subject, man, them deal breakers, you might as well go throw them out the river somewhere. Listen, deal breakers are being broken all the time. Man, jeez.
But I mean, at that point that you invested in that relationship, I mean, things not going to be perfect. So I do understand. Especially when you're trying to put your life with somebody else's, because I mean, essentially that's what you're doing when you get married.
Yes.
Like there is no more me or I, it's us now, like in almost everything.
Yeah. Okay. Let me say this. And everybody that's listening to me that's in a relationship or getting ready to get in a relationship, there will be times that you have to be selfish. Again, I'm going to say this again, and I'm saying this slow and quietly. There will be times in a relationship or a marriage, you will have to be selfish to protect your peace. You have to be. And when I say selfish, that means, okay, you know what? Let me just take a drive. Especially if you're getting to that point where you feel as though you're one of those deal breakers that they already know is getting ready to get broken. You know what? Before we get in the argument, let me keep my mouth shut so I can protect my peace. I'm going to be selfish and not respond to you. I'm going to keep my mouth shut because if I say something to you, it's not what's going to come out of my mouth ain't going to be good.
Right.
And that's why I say, and you might have to. You know what? I'm going to take a drive, especially those deal breakers, and you know it's getting ready to get broken in a relationship because you know your spouse.
Right.
Again, we're saying man or woman. I would rather for you sit up there and say, you know what? Let me go walk around the block. Let me go clear my head than to get into like an argument, or fuck it. Sometimes a physical altercation. You see what I'm saying?
Because if they push the line far enough, the wrong person might,
Right. Yeah. So I would rather for you to remove yourself if it's getting to that point. You know, and once in a while, you even if you got to text the person, you know, I'm sorry, you texting where the person can read it and then let them get their self together. It's different ways. We can't just boom, my deal breaker is broken. Yeah, they may have forgot. Something may have come up and they forget. If the person isn't vicious like that, they made a mistake. you forgive like you want to be forgiven.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, and I know to that point about the deal breaker taking you somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
That is one of my deal breakers. Somebody who can't communicate effectively and respectfully. That's a deal breaker for me. I don't care how mad you get. If to your point, if you mad to that point where you feel like you can't say nothing respectful, or you feel like you got to put your hands on me, or whatever the case may be, if you feel like that's what you need to do, you're not for me. Because I don't want to hear about, oh, well, I was upset and this, that, the third. No. Because from the door, you need to understand, whatever you say to me that crosses the line, or if you ever put your hands on me and cross the line, we done. Like, we done. I'm not dealing with that. Right. I'm not entertaining that.
Right.
I'm not making no excuses for that. Like, we too grown.
Right.
We too grown. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's dangerous to put yourself in situations where you with somebody who can't control their mouth or their hands.
Right.
So for me, like, if I was naming like one of my deal breakers, and I thought about it while you were talking about that.
Yeah. What are some of your deal breakers?
Well, this is like one of the top ones.
Just the top one.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Because I need somebody who can communicate. I need somebody who is able to say, I'm upset with you. I don't like what you did, but be able to do that respectfully. And I get it. Like, I get that in the moment, you might not do that all the time. Mm-hmm. So I got that. But there should never be a moment in which you putting your hands on somebody.
Right. We do not condone that at all.
Right. And it should never be a moment where you talking to me like I'm some bum out in the street or something, like I'm somebody who you don't even know. Because the other part about that is, okay, yeah, you mad in this moment, but guess what? You can't take back what you already said. You can try to apologize, but once I hear what you said, you meant those words. Right. Now, whether you mean them now because you done calmed down is a different thing. But when you said it, you meant that. So whatever you said, that's what you believe at the core. Now I can never unhear that. Right. So for me, it's like that communication thing is so big for me, man, because I need somebody who can always be respectful and, like I said, communicate effectively and not just be lashing out because they're angry. Like, that's what kids do. Right. So. Yeah. But yeah, that's one of my deal breakers.
Is there any other?
And disrespect. Okay. And I'm saying disrespect for, and I guess the last one I was just talking about, that also applies to friendships too. So it's across romantic relationships and friendships. Right. Because I ain't trying to be fighting nobody. Like, I ain't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Right. Them days is over. Right. Once them grades started trickling in my beard, I was like, you know what? We need to talk this out, man. Got you. But staying on that topic though, another deal breaker for me is disrespect. That's one of mine. I just don't do disrespect. I don't like nobody talking to me crazy. I don't like nobody putting me in a bad situation. Mm-hmm. And I just don't do disrespect, man. I just don't do it at all. So
I'm with you on that. For as far as married, for me, it's what you said. The no communication. Mm-hmm. That's a deal. Come on, we have to talk. Right. And I'm fortunate that me and my wife, we talk. Right. You know. Also watching what we say. Mm-hmm. You know, that's a deal breaker. Watching how you say it to me. Right. Because we all can talk rough to each other. Exactly. We all can do that. Exactly. Also a deal breaker for me it's if you I'm real big on time. And you know me. You know I'm when it comes to time, if you that's that I had with my wife, I had pushed that deal breaker. I just threw that deal breaker in the trash. I don't even that deal breaker doesn't even the deal breaker's done. I don't even know where that deal breaker's at when it comes to time. Cause I you know, you ladies, I'll tell you, and sometimes you men, if
I'm probably that guy.
Yeah, you may be. If something starts at 6, I want to be there at 6 o'clock.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely that guy. Sure. Yeah, I'm definitely that guy. Because I'm not getting there at 6 if it start at 6. That's crazy.
And so when I first met my wife, it was like something we would have to go somewhere. I think it started like 6 o'clock. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, all right, come on, let's get ready to go. What she said to me, I looked at her like, what the fuck did you just say to me? She said, what you trying to do, get the door prize? I was like, what? What you mean? It starts at 6.
So hold on, wait, hold on.
It starts at, I think, listen.
But wait, hold up, because a question, there's a very important question that I need to know before you even continue.
Go ahead.
The event that you're talking about, was it something that you had to be there by 6, like a surprise party, a wedding, like something that if you were not there by 6, you were going to ruin it?
Listen,
I'm on your wife's side then.
Listen,
that's what I'm talking about. What are we early for?
All right, so this is my philosophy. If you tell me something started at 6, and I know a lot of times people say 6 o'clock and they ain't even got everything set up.
Exactly.
You know, so if I get there at 6 o'clock, right, and then everything starts jumping off at 8, 9 o'clock, in my mind, I can leave. As soon as I see that person, hey, okay, yeah, you go, boom, I go. Because I was there at 6 o'clock. So I don't care if I leave because I was there at 6 o'clock. And I had to learn through her. That's why I said my deal breaker, I threw it in the Atlantic Ocean and I don't even, and I used to be pissed off a lot of time. And I mean, I'd be sitting there swollen too, like, this motherfucker. But I had to learn that, you know what, Fred? It ain't that deep. And I just, okay, it's a slow process with me, and I'm still in the working process.
No, I'm gonna tell you a joy because it kind of ties into what you're saying.
Okay.
So in one of my previous relationships, right, I remember if I was late, like let's just say my girlfriend at the time, let's say she had an event we were supposed to be to, right. Mm-hmm. If I was running late, I got to deal with all kinds of, why are you so slow? I'm about to leave. All this, like, right? But then let me have an event going on. She dragging her feet, and I don't say nothing. I just be sitting there steaming because I'm like, anything I say right now, because I got to take my own advice. If I say anything, it's not going to be productive. It's not going to be nice. So I used to just have to sit there like, Then we be riding the car, be all quiet because I ain't got nothing to say. Then I'm mad.
That's me.
Because in my mind, I'm not even mad that you late. I'm mad because I'm thinking, had it been me, I got to hear all of this. But when it's you, now it's cool.
Oh no, I'm pissed off because of the way I'm wired. Like,
yeah, no, you just like to be places on time.
Right.
I got you.
If it's 6, okay, we need to be there 6 o'clock. Where, like I said, when she said that to me, what you trying to do? Get the door prize? I was like, motherfucker, what do you mean door prize? It says 6 o'clock. And then she realized when she said it that my face was.
You was really mad.
No, mad ain't even mad. Listen, mad is not even close to what I was.
Yeah, I'm cracking up.
I think we was married. I think if we wasn't married, it probably would have been over.
Hey, all cause she wouldn't be there one time.
No. Is what was said to me. Were you trying to get the door?
I mean, were you trying to get the door prize?
I don't. What you mean door prize? I'm like, because I didn't understand. What you mean door prize? It say 6 o'clock.
All right, so let me ask you this.
That's how mad I was of what you said to me because I felt that was disrespectful. What do you mean fucking door prize?
Did you get there at 6 o'clock that day?
No, we got there.
All right, so when you got there, was the party ready? Was everything going on?
No, it was nobody there. Nobody there. But listen.
Cousin, I'm on your side, cousin. I'm on your side.
But and then she didn't say nothing. She waited till we got there. And she's smooth about what she did. She waited till we got there, and I'm looking around, and she said it exactly like this. See, Freddie, this is why I don't rush. And that was all she said. And it was this calm.
It should have been.
And that's how calm she said it.
It should have been.
Because she knew how mad I was. Because she understood how I look at things. Mm-hmm. And we didn't go back and forth. She waited till I got there and I got to see it myself. Mm-hmm. And she was nice and calm. She said, see, Freddie, this is the reason why we don't get there on time.
Right.
And I looked, and I said, "Oh,
bro, I'm telling you, unless it's a surprise party or a wedding or something to where if I don't show up on time, it's going to impact the experience for everybody else, I'm not going there on time."
And from that point on, when they say go somewhere, I just be like, all right.
Because you know what I used to hate? And I learned, I saw what she's talking about, I saw it when I was a kid. Like I remember I don't remember if it was like my mom or my aunts or whoever, but I remember people taking me to like events. And their thing was, oh, it started this time. We got to make sure we get there. Right. And you get there, you be sitting around, you helping set up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm doing all this extra stuff that I wasn't supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be having fun.
Right.
But I got to be up here, oh, well, I'm about to go run the shower. Well, if such and such come, like, what are you talking about? Why didn't you shower yet?
Right.
What's going on?
Right.
So, yeah, no, that's dead for me. I don't show up nowhere on time unless I have to be.
Yeah,
it's so bad. My friends who know me, they'll tell me like a different time just because they know I'm not going to show up on time.
Yeah, man. Me and Angie be like, all right, we're going to tell cuz it starts at 6. We'll tell you, 6 o'clock. Right? We'll tell you 6 o'clock. And then we'll tell everybody, oh, no, he'll be there around 8, 9.
Exactly.
He'll be ready around 9.
Exactly.
So, don't even worry about it. So, yeah. And
I guess the other part to that, too, is if you need me to help you set up, then just say that.
Right, yeah.
Just say on the jaw, like say, all right, at 6 o'clock you can come through, but I'm gonna need help with boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, give me hands
up.
Party
start at 8.
Right. Don't have me.
Tell me party start at 6 and I get there, you ain't did nothing for the party.
And I may be dressed for the party now. I don't want to sweat because I'm
like, what are we
I get you. And on top of that, I wind up helping the person out.
I know you did because you got there too early.
Right, and now I'm mad because I'm helping you out, and now I'm saying to myself, you know what, man? Y'all should already had this. Y'all should already had this together. What are you talking about?
And then meanwhile, everybody who get there late, they enjoy the party.
and then I understood what Angie was talking about. I'm like, okay, yeah. It wasn't so much of. It was what she said. You trying to get dope? And I was like, what the fuck?
Yo, that's hilarious.
Man, I was hot too, boy. I was like, what?
That's funny.
But again, knowing me, she didn't even respond when she seen me mad. Mm-hmm. She waited till we got to the venue. It was nice and smooth. See, this is the reason why. And I was like,
it wasn't nothing to be said.
Right. It was nothing to be said.
It wasn't nothing to be said. Listen, you don't always got to win every argument, man.
Right.
Sometimes you just got to let people see it and feel it.
Right.
So that's what she did.
Right. And I felt it. Hey, Frank, can you come help us out? Oh, like that. And Angie just looked at me and said, go ahead. I'm not helping them.
Yeah.
And I was like, So, yeah. Let me say another deal breaker for me. When I guess it would be, I don't know. I maybe because I've been married and all my deal breakers that we do the note, we did the note and all that. I don't really. I mean, I got some. I don't know.
But don't worry about it. I can tell you another deal breaker of mine. I don't like when people don't have good relationships with their family at all. And I know that's
a deal breaker for you.
I know that's a rough one, right? But
wait, what you mean? Please explain what you're talking about.
Because because I'm so close with my family. I guess, yeah, I'm so close with my family that it's hard for me to understand a person that doesn't have a close relationship with their family. I'm not saying that I can't deal with that person, and maybe I shouldn't even say it's a deal breaker, but it does give me a cause to pause. Like it'll make me tread lightly because I'm like, wait a minute, what you mean you don't have a relationship with your mom? What you mean you don't have a relationship with your dad? What you mean you don't mess with your brothers and your sisters?
But you gotta understand, you don't know what that person.
You're right,
and that's why
you're right. But I also have to look at it as if this is somebody who I'm considering as my future wife. Now I'm looking at it like, okay, well, I'm close with my family, so I hope that because you're not close with yours, that now that's going to be an issue for you that I want to spend time with my family.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So I'm not saying I'm judging that person per se, but I'm saying for the long haul, I'm looking at it and I'm saying to myself, if this person doesn't even understand the concept of closeness with the family, or if they don't even hold in regard
Okay.
the value of having a close family because they don't have that themselves, that could end up being something that could be a huge issue because I'm so close with mine.
But so my question would be, would you ask the reason
Yeah,
why?
of course.
Okay.
No. We can have the conversation, and that's why
You would have to have the conversation.
Yeah, that's why I was a little hesitant to even use that as one.
Mm-hmm.
But it is something that is very important to me. Like, I feel like if you're not close with your family, why? Like, why are you not close with your family? And I get it. Everybody's parents ain't the best. Everybody's siblings ain't the best. Everybody's cousins ain't the best. But if I'm meeting you and we dating and we having a good time and you don't have nobody from your family I can meet or interact with, that's kind of like a...
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
nothing.
What's going on here? Why?
And I get it. Like, all right, now if death happens or if something traumatic happened and, you felt like that was best for you, all right, cool, I got that. But the odds of you losing everybody in your family...
What about the person never talk about their family?
Well, I guess that depends on the nature of the relationship.
And there you go.
Yeah.
And that's the reason
but
why.
I'm saying between me and that person, not their relationship with their family.
But that maybe you don't. But see, what I'm saying to you is, I hear what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
But after you have the conversation
Mm-hmm.
with the person on, like, yo, tell me about your family,
Mm-hmm.
and I really don't want to talk about. Okay, for us to move any further, you got to tell me something because
Right.
I don't never want to. Because my thing I'm thinking is, I hope I don't go nowhere and I run into something that I just be like, all right, what the heck did I run into?
Right.
So yeah, that would be. I get it because, and a lot of times a person that is close to their family, they.
I just feel like if you can cut off the people that brought you into this world and the people who you grew up with, you will have no problem cutting me off. And that may not necessarily be fair.
I didn't look at it like that.
But
that's fair. That's fair to think like that.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not necessarily that it's a 100% deal breaker, but it's something that I'm definitely going to be like, hold up.
That's fair.
I got to evaluate this because I mean, and we in the same family, so you already know how our family is.
Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for that person, it was easy for them to be like, I ain't worried about my cousins. I can make new friends. I ain't worried about my mom and dad. I can, I got whatever to replace that. So it's like, all right, well, if you've already figured out how to do that with the closest people, or technically the closest people that should be in your life.
So if we get in an argument, you do it to me.
Yeah,
I got
you could easily replace me.
Right.
Because you've already learned how to.
And that means, would that mean you're selfish?
In a way, and maybe that was what was best for you to survive whatever it is that you went through.
Right.
Because I understand that.
Right, okay.
But I guess for me, in the long term, because, again, I'm so close with my family. Like, I just told you, I had off this weekend unexpectedly. The first thing I did was try to spend time with my niece. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm a single man. I could have did a whole lot of other things. But I'm just big on, like, family and that sort of thing. So for me, and this is only for me because I'm just speaking for myself, but that is a deal breaker for me. Some people might not mind. Some people might say, oh, well, that's less drama I got to deal with.
Right.
But for me, it's like, I don't want to be dealing with somebody where it's like you have resentment towards me because I enjoy my relationship with my parents and my siblings, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be in a relationship where you have any type of ill feelings towards that.
Okay, I just remember the deal breaker.
That's why I wanted to give you time.
Yeah.
You fresh off vacation.
One of my deal breakers when I was courting my wife, you had to know how to cook. I can't cook.
Oh, yeah, no.
Listen, I can cook hot dogs and boil hot dogs. And
you can survive.
I can survive, okay? I can survive. But you had to know how to cook.
Yeah, you know what's funny about you saying that? Because I think that is a deal breaker for me, too.
You had to, you had to know how to cook.
Yeah, you got to be able to cook.
Listen, you can't have two people that can't cook.
And I can cook. So it's not even that I can't cook, but it's still a deal breaker for me because I don't want to have to cook all the time.
Now, see, for me, the way we do it is Angie is the cooker. Mm-hmm. I'm the cleaner.
So that works perfect.
It works perfect. When we first started, I had her clean. I went right behind her because I felt in my mind that she did not clean good enough. And I was like, from here on out, you don't do no cleaning. I do all the cleaning. And she was offended too.
I bet she was.
She like, wait a minute.
I said cooking for you, and you over there talking about ugh.
No. I'm talking about the cleaning part.
Oh, just the cleaning.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about she was cooking.
No.
Oh.
You do the cooking. I do the cleaning. I'll clean everything. Cause in my mind, and I think
ain't lying either. Cause I be at his house, he be cleaning everything.
I think I got OCD or ECD, something like that, whatever.
Yeah.
And so that was a deal breaker. That was a deal breaker when I was meeting in, as far as courting her, and I was straight up.
Right.
You not a cook? Yeah, not a cook. Oh, okay, all right, then. Okay, that's
No, that's a real deal.
That's
breaker.
That's a real. Listen,
especially for men, like. Most men, if not all men, dare I say all men, are going to want their woman to cook.
Nah, that's not true.
You don't think so?
No, because there are some men that really can cook.
No, that's facts.
And they enjoy cooking.
That is facts.
For other people.
That is facts.
So if I'm a cook, no, I don't want my woman because you can't cook better than me.
That's facts.
Yeah, so so
I'm gonna say most men then.
Okay.
Because to your point, and we both know somebody that's like that.
Right.
They be chefing it up.
Right.
Matter of fact, I hope I get the invite next year to the cookout. That thing was hit.
You gotta let me know when we come off here because I can't remember who it is.
Yeah, no, don't worry about
it.
Okay. But that's true. It's not all, and that's why it's funny because I never say all about anything, but I felt so confident about that one. But you're right though.
No. I know some friends that they can cook.
Yeah, no, that's
know what I mean.
That's real.
But yeah, so on that note, y'all, we are so happy that you just enjoy what we're saying. And my final perspective on deal breakers. One, try to know what your deal breakers are. Two, try to communicate with your friends, or if you're in a relationship, what your deal breakers may be. And three is real important. If you can, try not to move them at all. Your deal breakers are your deal breakers. And please don't let sex cloud your judgment in your deal breakers. That's all the coach has to say.
Coach just said a lot. I don't even know if you left anything on the table for me to say. No, I mean, you made a lot of good points. I think the one thing I would say about deal breakers, though, is to take the time to understand what your deal breakers are. Because it's not one of those things where you're going to always just know yourself. Sometimes as much as you think you know yourself, it takes certain situations to bring certain things out of you, and that's how you really learn what are the things that piss you off or make you tick. So I would say just do the evaluation, do the work to actually be honest with yourself and say, you know what, I don't really like when people say this, or I don't really like when people do this or act this way. Because whatever it is, regardless of how anybody else feels about it, if you feel strongly about it, then it's enough for you to pay attention and be like, you know what, let me make sure I don't put myself in that situation.
Right.
But yeah, you hit everything, all the other points.
Right. So on that note, man, this is the coach.
And I'm the beacon. And this has been the Point Blank Perspectives Podcast.